So, this is us right now. Who would have known? 1 year ago, I was puzzled by my body's signs of pregnancy while not really being pregnant. Or was I? Who even knows anymore? The fact of the matter is we now have a baby girl. Our boat spent this winter on the hard. We have endless amounts of paperwork to get done, as well as boat projects, before we can finally enjoy the water again with our newest crew member. So, to catch you all up, this is what's going on, and why we keep mentioning the stress of being from 2 different countries. Mid-June 2020, we found out I was pregnant. Norway only allows for citizens to be out of the country for 6 months a year before losing the privileges of their awesome healthcare system. This meant I had to fly back mid-August to follow their rules. And then there was COVID. So, mid-August 2020, I flew home to Norway after a failed attempt to get a volunteer membership to keep my advantages as a Norwegian citizen. We are not very rich, and the difference between having the baby in the US versus flying home were too much to ignore. Cody was still working, and we didn't know if he would be allowed in Norway before baby was born due to COVID. But luckily, mid-November 2020, Cody finally arrived in Norway. As a US citizen, he can stay for 90 days in Schengen without a visa, but anything exceeding that time frame has to be backed by something else. In our case, his only option was to apply for family immigration to Norway. Yeah, right? It's pretty impressive. But the upside to this application, that far exceeds the $1,200 needed to apply, was that he could stay for as long as the application was in process, regardless of the outcome. And FYI, we still don't know. This is because our child wasn't born yet, and you can't apply for the other option when you have a kid, the 9-month visa to spend time with your kid before your kid is actually born. And by that time, he would have already had to leave the country. Then, as you all know, mid-January 2021, Millie Breeze was born. She came a month early, as if she knew we needed the time to be able to make it back to the boat before Cody had to start working again. Smart girl, this one. So the planning began. When to go back to the boat? Keeping this boat? Cruising the world next winter? Maternity leave? Pros and cons, and in all cases, Millie needed a passport. And due to COVID and the shutdown of all visa applications apart from citizenships, hopefully too. As the child of an American parent that lives in the US and has been for the past 5 years, born overseas, she was eligible for a US citizenship right away. We only had to prove Cody's presence in the US during these years. Lucky we didn't move anywhere officially, right? So to get either passports though, she needed an appointment in person, and as COVID would have it, the police station center and the US embassy was closed until further notice, with 2 months till departure. So note to self, do this as you are giving birth to a baby. Don't wait until you know how to find time to take a shower. Still, we were lucky enough to have the Norwegian Visa Center open a couple of weeks later, and we even caught the information before everybody else, giving us an appointment that actually made sure her passport was ready the next day.
Being wanted
I just need
by all
some
of the
milk.
countries.
For the US Embassy, we had to apply for an emergency appointment, which also came through.
So, today is the day. We are getting Millie's passport, citizenship, and social security number for the States.
And I'm frantically reading through the list of requirements because
We have one chance to not fail. This is a month-long process, and we're at April, whatever.
yeah, here it actually says it's 6 weeks, so alright.
Oh, okay.
Yay. How did we do? We did great.
U.S. check. U.S. passport check.
Yeah.
U.S. immigration check. U.S. citizenship check.
It should all be a big fat
Social
check
security
right now,
number check.
which
Does he have the right of way? I don't know.
You have the green light. Just go.
Yeah, but Wood is crazy. He's old.
This passport also showed to be done within a very short time. I'm almost scared we will run out of luck now before we get to the boatyard.
So it's one of the few first really gorgeous hot days, and we are gonna take Millie out to the ocean
You don't have to say all right either. And that
So-
sounds. All right. Stop clapping.
I love that part of it. Okay.
All right.
So right now we are currently sitting on an archipelago.
And I think it's in an archipelago.
We're on one.
We're on a rock, like a small.
The rock is the archipelago.
That's a part of the archipelago. This
Oh.
whole area is Innaskjærs.
Innaskjærs. we are Innaskjærs. No.
We're at the end of the world.
End of the world, which is just a little ways past the city of Tønsberg on the outskirts of the Oslo Fjord in Norway.
Yeah.
Did I get all those right?
That's pretty good.
We found a nice little spot where we're a little bit out of the wind, and it's actually a beautiful day right now. We did a little bit of a hike out here, and it's a beautiful spot. But we felt like we were gonna.
We wanted to do a little update to just show you guys and tell you guys what our plans are, where we're at right now. We haven't really done that before, ever, in our videos. We sort of just jumped in there and sort of evolved on its own. So we wanted to, check in a little bit.
Give you guys an update, I guess.
Status.
A live video that's not as live.
Really live. Because we're
It's
too...
not going to be live,
we're
but
not
this
too
is our
good.
live updates right now. For anybody that's paying attention or has watched our channel or wants to see or know, I guess, where we're going to do, where we're going to be in the future. So here we are. One, our plans to get back to the States. Right now, we have filed for Millie's papers. Millie's here, by the way. She's just doesn't... We don't want to wake her, actually.
Yeah.
But we filed for her papers for Norway. We've got her passport back right now. And we filed for her papers and citizenship and passport papers and everything for the United States. And we just got an email back yesterday.
It's ready. The passport's
Everything's
ready.
ready to
and it
go.
will
Thank God.
get here.
Yeah, COVID has kind of slowed us down a bit. We had to...
There's a lot of challenges.
few more hoops, I think, with this whole COVID deal. Is what the hoop disease. But everything's good now. We got everything in place. We've ordered a plane ticket. We'll be going straight to the boatyard at that point. We have a hotel room for 10 days.
The plan is within those 10 days to get the boat from the hard back into the water. So
That is the goal.
we do have a few projects to do.
Yes. Last winter, I was able to paint the bottom of the hull with new antifoul, kind of clean inside. I guess mainly just getting everything ready to leave it for 6 months. But I know there's just going to be a few projects that are going to pop up that we won't know about. When you leave a boat for 6 months, things tend to quit working.
And I know we mentioned in the last video about the struggles and what happened to the boat in that storm, which broke our davits a little bit and broke part of our push pit in the back, bent it. So one of the projects that we hope to get done to our boat would to see if we can get an arch built to get a little bit more power on the boat,
Yes.
a little bit more solar, and a new, in that process, also new davits for the dinghy.
Yeah, so we have a welder scheduled for
The day
a few days after we get back. It would be able to open up a larger solar array for us.
And we already have to fix the push pit, so
And it seems like we're at a perfect time. We might as well go ahead and just have him build this arch too.
but we'll see if we can do that within the time frame.
Yes. Another upgrade that we're either going to do in this yard or maybe over the summertime is we're looking to go with lithium.
Those of you who watched the videos already know that we already changed out our batteries last year.
We've just come to the decision that it would be the best for a baby on board.
We want to have power to run a freezer and a fridge 24/7.
We're going to go through our solar array that we have right now. I had 2 panels that I found last time that had a bit of delamination. Yeah, we're looking to add in and try to get as close as we can to 1,000 watts of solar.
All we have to do other than that is to get through the bottom of the boat, finish that up, raise the water line a little bit, and buff out whatever dents we have. A few boats that crashed into us in the marina in Charleston a year and a half ago that we should fix and polish up a little bit, check our sails and change out some lines, just basically do everything we need to do to get the boat in ship shape. And then when the boat is finally on the water, obviously there's a few things that needs to be done to the inside to fit this girl and every one of her needs. But then we're gonna head to Sag Harbor for your work season.
Yeah, we are looking at a good work season, a long work season hopefully, and then we will start our sail down south.
I was gonna say that's where the questions begin because we don't really know, but we hope to then start. Our plan is to sail south. Here there's a few more obstacles in regards to me, mostly because you guys are both American citizens. I have to be out of the U.S. by mid-November at this point.
Yeah.
Coming in mid-May.
So
on my visa.
I forget about that every time. I felt like you're just, oh, well, no, we have a baby. You're allowed to come and go wherever you want.
There's also a few limitations that has to do with the Norwegian healthcare system and is whether or not to actually honor and appreciate the fact that I have those things going for me, or to just let that whole thing go and not have it be a problem that's holding us back.
We do plan on staying on the boat, and we plan, obviously, if we're going to do this much work with the boat, we will be staying with the boat.
We do have some restrictions in regards to citizenships, being from 2 different countries, and still we are living technically in 2 different countries. That is our challenge. It is really hard, and I know a lot of other channels have been touching the subject too that has the same problem, that if you try to become a citizen of a different country, you have to live there and really live there for the first 3 to 5 years. So it's hard to
And that's not what we want to do.
It is not. It's figuring out life as we go. With that said, Cody is working as a boat captain and a crew member, basically sailor, and I am working on my online stuff and the videos and doing all extra stuff, and now my main job will be to take care of this girl that you currently can't see. She
out.
is sleeping very soundly in this baby carrier that we're testing out right now.
We do plan on investing on a bit more of our camera equipment. Therese has been doing an awesome job, I think, really learning how to use the Adobe Premiere program and edit things and finding out little secrets and tips and stuff throughout this winter. So that hopefully will resemble I'm not saying your videos were bad in the past, but they can always, everything can get better, you know. We will work on me talking to a camera in front of people, which is a very weird thing for me, but
I think that's weird for everyone.
Yeah.
But we want to document, so I guess it brings us a little bit into why we are doing this in the first place. And as everybody else is like, we live far away from family. It's nice to keep them updated. Friends as well. That's one.
2, my mother.
Yeah, well, that's a part of our family. She needs a whole other
She gets her own
section.
category.
Document our lives a little bit, save memories. That's basically it too, because it's a lot of storage to keep and a lot of memories that you get when you sail around, and you kind of take a lot of pictures and you film a lot, and most of the time for people in general, they're not ever being used for anything. So it was fun to start to try to turn the videos into something more, and now it's like fun editing, and it's fun to fun that people want to follow us and see what we're up to. So
Yeah.
it's
I think it's very cool to show everybody just, I guess, what we see and through our eyes. I guess the best we can show you.
So if you do want to support our videos that are coming, and hopefully more frequently, then hit the like button on this video.
Yes.
Go to all of our other videos and do the same thing, and leave a comment.
Up
Hit
there. Down there.
Down there.
Leave a comment down there. We're
Share the video.
still new at this.
If you want, that would be a huge help, and even more help, hit the subscribe button. That's the red button
Down there.
There is one more thing, and that is we have made a Patreon account. So if you do want to contribute a little bit to help us keep the movies going or the videos going and keep our editing going, then you can head to patreon.com. I'll leave a link below, /Sailing Vinyasa, and check us out there. There will be some extra little videos and some extra stuff you can get there if you want to support us a little bit more. So check that out. It's new, so the first Patreon will, I don't know what that person's gonna get, but it will
have
be
to come up with
something.
something.
I want to say it's
special.
gonna be big, but we'll see if I can manage to do that.
We're still sorting out the details when it comes to our Patreon page, but I think we've gone over about everything that we can go over at this point and everything that we know.
So I think we have to walk back soon because I'm expecting a poop diaper, but
Okay.
too much detail.
No,
All right.
we don't need all that.
All right. Bye, guys. It was really nice to catch up with you, and we'll see you in the next
in the future.
video.
In the future. We'll see you in the
It
future.
sounds so far ahead.
Yeah, but it.
I want to say, I'll see you next week, but then, honestly, I don't know if I can keep up with a video every single week.
Yeah.
It makes it a little harder to edit all the time.
Yeah.
But hopefully I'll be able to, at least a couple times a month, to keep a video up, and eventually once a week once I get really good at what I'm doing.
Yeah.